Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is, can astrology make you a slave? I hate to break it to a lot of people in the astrological community, but it absolutely can make you a slave. And this video, I will illustrate it, and I hope people will look through certain prejudices and ponder the information. Now, astrology, you have different variations of astrology. Now you have the Western or topical astrology, and you have the Vedic or surreal astrology. The Vedic, as I've already said, is more profound. But we have to understand something, is that astrology does have a scientific apparatus, and it was connected to astronomy, but it had got disconnected. And astrological pundits need to realize something. Anything can be corrupted. Anything. We've seen the corruption of food. We've seen the corruption towards nature. So what makes you think that astrology is not going to have those struggles? And one thing that a lot of people won't touch on is that this is nothing new. Edgar Cayce, who was a psychic, he even said the Western interpretation is not correct. He said that. There were books out in the early 70s. Stephen Smith. I've read a lot of books on astrology. And again, let me preface my remarks. Yes, there is a scientific component to it. But know this, science doesn't know everything, and even science can get it wrong. The scientific community, as we know today, is corrupted. You want to know how? Because they will pay money or give grants. So what happens? The pendulum swings in the direction of the corporations. That happened even back then. There's a good book, the only astrology book you'll ever need. That's a very good book by Joanna Wolfer. Another book, even better, is Astrology and Past Lives by Mary Devlin. And when you're dealing with astrology, let me say this. One thing is very popular. I even fell into this trap. I have no problem with admitting that. Is compatibility based on the signs. Taurus and Cancer, good couple. Taurus and Virgo, good couple. Aquarius with Aquarius, good couple. Sound familiar? The only problem with this is that when you really are dealing with astrology and all 12 of the signs, you are dealing with lower aspects of nature. That's what you're dealing with. Not only is it incorrect, but you're dealing with aspects, and they're not telling you how to balance it out. And you can balance it out through working with the Saturnian current and combining them into one. So when a lot of people say, well, I didn't work out with an Aquarius, or I didn't work out with a Leo, Cancers are too sensitive, Aries wants to try to boss you around, because they're operating with lack of information, one, and two, their lower nature. So when they're doing those two, you're not going to get along. And here's spoiler alert for a lot of people. When you are dealing with the lower aspects of astrology and not transcending, that is one of the greatest weapons that are utilized by parasitic entities and the demiurge to keep you coming back. It is hard to become the goddess or the goddess within, and you operate 90% of the time from your lower nature. So that's something that makes a lot of people uncomfortable, but it is what it is. Because once they disconnected astronomy and astrology, other people came right in, and it became a multi-million-dollar industry. Let that sink in. So can astrology make you a slave? Absolutely. My question is, how many of you are going to do your due diligence and not want to be a participant? So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.